Planned reactions continues to trail planned nationwide protests. Police arrest suspects for aiding banditry, recover rustled animals. Reports shows that Nigeria imports $2.25 billion fuel from Malta. On a foreign scene, Hamas leader dies in Israeli custody in West Bank. Hello and welcome to Trust TV's news update. I am Chiamaka Mwafo. Thank you for joining us. Ahead of the planned nationwide protests in August, the Trade Union Congress TUC has asked the Inspector General of Police IGP Kayode Egbetokun to provide security cover for the demonstrators. Briefing journalists on Thursday in Abuja, the TUC President Festus Osifo said the police are mandated by the Police Act and the Constitution to provide adequate security for protesters. He said adequate protection is necessary to ensure that the planned protest is not hijacked by hoodlums. Angry youths have vowed to protest over the current economic hardship in the country. The End Bad Governance protest, scheduled to be held from August 1st to August 10th, is already gaining traction on social media. While government authorities have called on the organizers to shelve the demonstrations, claiming it is politically motivated, the TUC wants protection for protesters. Here in the Federal Capital Territory, its minister, Nyesom Wike, has again warned against any planned demonstrations, saying the nation's capital is not available for any nationwide protest. Wike, former Rivers State governor, stated this on Thursday while addressing some FCT residents during an inspection tour in Saburi. According to the minister, organizing a protest won't solve the challenges currently bedeviling the nation, but rather a joint effort from every well-meaning Nigerian. He further said top political heads and other leaders who have thrown in support for the protest don't mean good or well for the country, but rather only doing so for their selfish interest. While acknowledging the prevailing poverty in the country, Wike stated that the President Bola Tinubu-led administration is doing everything possible to address the situation and improve the living conditions of all citizens. In the meantime, operatives of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command says it has deployed 4,200 of its officers across the territory ahead of the planned nationwide hardship hunger protest in the country. Commissioner of Police in the FCT, Bennett Igwe, stated this while addressing newsmen after a closed-door meeting with some top senior officers of the command in his office in Abuja on Friday. He said the command has proactively deployed material and human resources at the command's disposal across the nooks and crannies of the nation's capital. He said the deployment is part of the command's proactive measures aimed at ensuring public safety, protection of protesters, and preventing protests from being hijacked by non-state actors. According to him, the command has deployed explosive ordnance devices, EUD experts, and personnel at various strategic locations, raids on identified black spots, uncompleted buildings, shanties, stop and search, vehicular and foot patrol, as well as synergy with other sister security agencies. CP Igwe, however, acknowledged while it is the right of residents to protest, advised that it should be peaceful. The Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawali, has lamented that the proposed protest being planned from August 1 to 10, 2024 is being led by faceless people as against previous protests where those behind them were known. Now, he said it was strange that the protest organizers were unknown, challenging them to reveal themselves. The minister's comment comes amidst warnings from security agencies in the country against the nationwide protest in response to the economic hardship experienced in the country. In a statement on Thursday by the Director of Information, Ministry of Defense, Henshaw Ogubike, called on Nigerians to remain calm and ignore the planned national protest scheduled for next week. He reminded the protest planners and sponsors that their plans should not be drawn to thwart the effort of the federal government to protect citizens from violence and to impose law and order, as such would be counterproductive and unacceptable. Matawale also said those trying to replicate the situation in Kenya and Nigeria should have a rethink, noting that Kenya experience should have no place in Nigeria because it will set the country back instead of moving forward. In Katsina, the police command said it has sustained joint operation, succeeded in arresting 2 suspects for aiding and abetting banditry and recovered suspected rustled animals. In a statement signed on Thursday by the police spokesman Abubakar Sadiq, noted that the suspects were arrested by a team of police operatives attached to Jiba Divisional Police Headquarters while on routine patrol in collaboration with the Katsina State Community Watch Corps and hunters at Jibia local government area. Added that the duo have the course of investigation confessed to having received the rustled animals from one Nura of Manzaya village, now at large, a suspected notorious bandit leader, and are on their way to dispose of the animals at Magama Market, Jibia local government area. He explained that the suspects have further confessed to having severally received suspected rustled animals from the bandit kingpin and disposed of them. The suspects simply identified as Abubakar Yahaya and Muhammadu Ayatullahi from Zandam village in Jibia local government area of the state were on Thursday arrested along Magama Cemetery in Jibia local government area in possession of 2 suspected rustled rams, 1 sheep and a goat. 2 suspected armed robbers were shot dead while attempting to snatch a Prado jeep at gunpoint in the Jahi area of Abuja, the nation's capital. Commissioner of Police Bennett Igwe disclosed that newsman while speaking to newsmen at the robbery gang at the command in Abuja on Friday. He said the incident happened around 10:45 p.m. on Thursday when 4-men robbery engaged the operatives who were on crime prevention patrol led by DPO of Mabushi Police Division in a fierce gun battle. According to him, the 4-men robbery gang on sighting the police operatives opened fire, which resulted to a gun duel where 2 among the robbers were neutralized. He said a blue Toyota Matrix operational vehicle was recovered from the robbers. 3 suspected kidnappers have been paraded in Delta State by the police command. The police public relations officer Delta Command, Bright Edafe, says that the 3 suspected kidnapped the victim, killed him and buried him in a shallow grave. He advised Nigerians to always report kidnap and other cases. Others paraded include suspected armed robbers that allegedly robbed students at the university in Delta State. 88 iPhones and other sophisticated gadgets were recovered. The police said the suspects will be charged to court.
And they have been able to give us their modus operandi information on how they kidnapped that young man, killed him, and buried him in a shallow grave. This also portrays the fact that it is very, very important to report to the police. I always say you can report to the police either before a robbery incident, during, you can even report after. We should never relent. We should do all we can to see that we come together and get rid of this bad element from society.
For the pillars, then call on them because they say the person don't die. So I know about follow them, reach where they go, where they hide the person. Why they tell me like that? I call Wakago.
When I rafa, I'll give the driver, not only the hider. They carry on home again.
Just reaching to us right now is an explosion suspected to be a planted improvised explosive device has exploded at the popular Buni Yadi Market in Gutwa local government area of Yobe State. A resident of Buni who confirmed the incident said that the incident happened at around 12:30 p.m. on Friday and injured a girl. We will bring you details in our subsequent bulletin. Now to more stories. 8 school children have survived a ghastly motor accident in Lokoja, the Kogi state capital. Eyewitness account said that the children are pupils of Kingdom Heritage Nursery and Primary School, Lokoja. It was gathered that the children were returning from school when the sad incident occurred on Thursday at the popular Lokongoma market in Lokoja. It was further gathered that a heavy-duty truck carrying a container load fell on 2 small vehicles which trapped the children. Through the combined effort of the Nigerian Police, Federal Road Safety Corps and other relevant agencies, the children were rescued. The State Police Command's Public Relations Officer, SP Williams Aya, said it was a fatal accident, but no life was lost. To health-related matters, the Pharmacy Council of Nigeria, PCN, has shut down a total of 571 pharmacies and medicine shops across Bauchi State following a major enforcement operation. Director of Enforcement at PCN, pharmacist Stephen Esumobi, at the press conference highlighted that the operation involved a total of 762 premises, including 88 pharmacies, 284 patent medicine shops, and 390 legal medicine shops. Of these, 37 pharmacies, 144 patent medicine shops, and 390 illegal outlets were found in violation of regulatory standards and were subsequently sealed. According to him, non-compliance with these standards has led to significant risk, including treatment failures and preventable death. He stressed that the PCN state and zonal offices will continue rigorous monitoring to ensure compliance with pharmaceutical regulations across the state.
Across the nation, citizens are grappling with economic difficulties that has affected their incomes, making everyday life a significant financial burden for countless families. Lydia's heartfelt plea is a stark reminder of the real impact government's economic policies and inflation are having on Nigerians. She called on government intervention to alleviate the widespread hunger in the country.
The way that rich people are hungry now can actually cause us to do a whole lot of things that we don't even want to do, like stealing. And I'm sure government will not want to have more criminals. So if there is no hunger, if hunger has been taken away from it, I feel like we would be okay more. So please, government should just find something to do about the hunger in the land.
Citizens are urging policymakers to take decisive action to stabilize the economy and provide much needed relief.
They should sit down and find a way of maybe like doing some farming again. Maybe they should help them, those people that are farming, because they said the whatever they are disturbing, and the cows are going to their farm to destroy their farm. They should do something like a security for them, so that those things, when it comes down, it will come to a lower place, so that we can be able to buy it with the little money we have.
Before I was buying the tomatoes basket 275,000. Some market 280,000. So now one, but it has released the price already, because now I can buy the basket like 120, 115. So I saw that it is very good because it has reduced the price down. So I'm very happy. All my customers before was running away, but now they're coming back to buy it from me.
Solution now is for the government to put heads together, agree with us that we are not happy, things are very costly, to help us open the border. Let's be trading with other countries. Let us see things so cheap in the market. Let things be low for us to live and be happy.
Lagos State residents call on the government to provide adequate security for farmers to return to their farms, as that's the only way to bring down prices of food commodities.
Staying with the cost of living, but in Gombe State, traders are calling on government to implement price control and regulations to ensure stability in prices of food items in the market. They said this will help prevent disparities in prices of foodstuff in the market. Hassan Koli has more.
The traders said that although there has been a decrease in the prices of grains and other foodstuffs, they are finding it difficult to stabilize the prices in the market. Some traders in the Gombe market are, however, worried that the prices will continue to go higher until the government decides to regulate the market prices.
I would like the government to control the price around the market, more especially to the big wholesalers. Let them standardize the price. Let them control the price. You cannot be selling Maggi 1,250 per liter and another person is selling 1,200, another one is selling 1,250. Yet all of us, we bought it from the same place.
When now we are approaching the new product to come out, Joro is still coming out, Masara is still coming out, even the new rice is coming out. So let our big men, our big in the shop, the people that are selling in bags, because them, they have to bring it down. When I buy a bag of local rice, 130, 135, and measure it, it will come down. At least let the market have a fixed price. Not everybody have his own price. The market have to have level price. It will help us too. But when things are coming down, you will buy, you will buy, you will buy. The market will be moving. But now the market is low because of the price.
One of the market leaders said although the market leadership is doing its best to reflect the prices, their main concern is provision of unique measure. We cannot sell measures at the same price because the price of the bag of rice, for instance, varies depending on the size and quality of the product. However, for the measures, we can make them the same, and we are urging the government to come up with a unique measure so that we will be able to regulate the issue of measures here in the market. Nigerians have continued to berate traders for not reflecting change in prices on the measurement, an accusation that has been denied. From Gombe, Hassan Kohli reporting for Trust TV.
In business, fresh data have emerged that Nigeria imported fuel worth $2.25 billion from Malta in 9 years. The information emerged following allegations by the founder of the Dangote Petroleum Refinery, Aliko Dangote, that some officials of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited own blending plants in Malta. According to information on Trademark, Nigeria imported petroleum oils obtained from bituminous minerals worth $2.8 billion in 2023, jumping by 342% increase from $47.5 million in 2013. Nigeria imported fuel worth $59.98 million in 2014, $117.01 million in 2015, and $13.32 million in 2016. It was observed that from 2017 to 2022, there was no fuel importation to Nigeria from Malta. However, there was a geometric leap in 2023 when the country imported fuel worth $2.08 billion. The development indicated that the value of Nigeria's petroleum imports from Malta jumped 43 times in 10 years, reaching $2.08 billion in 2023 from $47.5 million in 2013. Speaker of the House of Representatives, Tajuddin Abbas, has revealed that Nigeria lost approximately $10 billion in revenue to crude oil theft between January and July 2024. The Speaker will make this known at the commencement of an investigative hearing on crude oil theft and revenue losses, emphasized the impossibility of meeting daily obligations to citizens with such significant revenue loss. Abbas, represented by Deputy Speaker Benjamin Kalu, stated that those responsible for sabotaging the oil sector are known and will be exposed through the investigation. Here's more on the report.
Nigeria has experienced significant revenue losses due to crude oil theft, with estimates indicating that the country lost $10 billion in just 7 months. This issue has been persistent and multifaceted with the use of various methods and actors. Speaker of the House of Representatives, represented by his deputy, expressed disappointment that those entrusted with managing the nation's affairs have prioritized self-interest.
So when the people cry on the streets, it's because they have lost hope in the oil and gas sector. There is no magic this government can do without being energized by the core source of our revenue, which is the oil and gas sector, from where it is supposed to meet the obligations of his administration. No magic at all. So for those who are on the streets waiting for the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria to do magic, he cannot do it from his pocket. He will do it from the national pocket. And the national pocket is bleeding.
Secretary to the Government of the Federation, George Akume, disclosed that government spends at least $1.5 billion on pipeline surveillance to prevent crude oil theft, resulting in substantial revenue loss. The SGF, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary, highlighted that Nigeria consistently fails to meet the OPEC production quota, affecting revenues.
It is a demonstration of government's unwavering commitment to transparency, accountability, and the rule of law. Today we come together not only to scrutinize the extent of oil theft and its implications, but also to chart a course for comprehensive solutions that will safeguard our national wealth.
Chairman House Committee on Petroleum Resources Upstream and Special Committee on Oil Theft Losses, Alhassan Adedoguwa, emphasized that combating crude oil theft will significantly increase production. He acknowledged the efforts of security operatives and oil sector officials fighting against illegal activities, while also noting that some may be involved in the theft.
Addressing this issue requires a multifaceted approach, including effective prosecution and punishment of perpetrators, better synergy amongst trigger agencies, maritime safety review, financial responsibility, and development of advanced technology. International collaboration is also essential to complement our efforts in this regard.
The people who are supporting this in this space are known. They are known by names, they are known by companies, they are known by account details. Let us not pretend to this matter. If we pretend to this matter, we may never solve the problem. I say collaborate with Nigerian Department of State Security Service. You will have every information.
Crude oil theft remains a severe challenge for Nigeria, causing substantial financial losses and undermining the country's economic stability. It is expected that the outcome of this two-day public hearing will go a long way in curbing the menace.
Away from Nigeria, a Hamas leader in the West Bank has died in Israeli custody. Palestinian authorities and the militant group said Friday that Mustafa Muhammad Abu Ara, 63, died after being moved from a prison in southern Israel to a hospital. According to a joint statement by the Palestinian Authorities Prisoners Affairs Body and the Palestinian Prisoners Club watchdog, Abu Ara was arrested in October while suffering severe health problems. It was alleged that during his detainment, he was subjected to torture and starvation. And in sports, Kwara United have won the race for the signature of Bielsa United defender Adekunle Samuel. Samuel linked up with Harmony Boys for an undisclosed fee. The move ended speculations over the defender's future. Samuel was previously linked to the move to Sunshine Stars. He was also rumoured to have agreed on a contract extension with Bielsa United. He made 21 league appearances for the Yenagoa-based club. That's it for News Update at this time. For more of our news programs and documentaries, do also follow us on our social media platforms and our YouTube live stream. I am Shamaka Mwafo. Thanks for joining us.